Hello, so I will now show you how to construct a basic wrench looking object in AutoCAD. However, for those of you who prefer to draw it on paper, it is your choice. So I will now open a preview of what I did in constructing the wrench. This is a preview of the finished product, but now I will totally take it off and start from scratch. So the first thing I'll do is construct a regular horizontal line of any length. Next I will construct my 30-degree line, my 30-degree angle, sorry. Next, what I'll do is construct a line perpendicular to this line to represent the imaginary line that you're seeing here. It can be of any length, by the way. Then you can delete these two circles or leave them as arcs on your paper if you are using a sheet of paper. The next thing I'll do is construct these two bolded lines here that represent part of the outline of the wrench. And to do that, I will, using the measurement of 40 millimeters, construct two arcs on either side, from the center being 20 millimeters from the center. You can always mark that off. Next, I will then construct my 30-degree angle. Again, it could be of any length once it intercepts that 30-degree line there. Of course, if you're using paper, you could always erase some of that off. But the main goal is that it intersects this 30-degree line. And you do the same for the other side. The next thing you'll do is construct a next outline of the wrench, which will be parallel to this 30-degree line. So I will just copy this line on this side and on that side. After that, using the radius 50 millimeters from this point here, I'll construct my 50 millimeter arc. Notice how it intersects these two parallel lines, and as a result I will then trim this arc as well as the excess line. Next, since we're assuming again that the distance between this point here and the center, as well as this point here and the center, are the same, we will then achieve that arc by constructing a circle from the center here to this point of intersection, so we can get this point here. And with this point, we will then construct our second 50 millimeter arc. And then we could always trim it. In doing so, we could always trim the first 50 millimeter arc, sorry, And next, this is where the assumptions and fake measurements start. Now, I'm not exactly sure how to achieve the R32 and R38 arcs. So what we're going to do, we're just going to assume and kinda make it look like we achieved that through construction. So all we're going to do is we're going to start from this point. It can be any point. Once it's on this line, we're going to construct that 32 radius 32 circle, and next we are just going to drag it along this line until it looks as though it's touching 2 points of tangency, the two radius 50 circles or arcs. When that's done, you could always adjust the arc until it touches this arc in particular. Now, for those who are constructing on paper, I'm sure you could always use your compass to first, using your pencil, the pencil part of the compass, you could always touch the radius 50 arc, and then you can drag the pointed piece of your compass along the horizontal line, this line, sorry, until you get a good clean sweep, preferably right here. Next, you do the same with the radius 38 arc. You randomly construct the arc on this line, which is 38 in radius, and then you drag the circle until it looks again like it's touching the 50mm arc. When that's done, you adjust it, make it touch, and then what we're going to do, we're just going to trim and make it look like we've achieved our constructed ellipse. So let's trim away. So we could always delete this arc. And again, because of the fake assumptions, we would of course get problems like these. So all you can do, you can just erase this line here, or trim it, and of course trim this piece here. Right, so now we have achieved our makeshift ellipse. So then we are almost finished. We then want to construct this arc here that is blended with our ellipse, well, these two arcs here. So what we do, we first construct our handle with the R15mm arc. So we go to the end or any point on the line, and using the R15 arc, we construct that circle here. Sorry. We then copy or construct a line that is horizontal or parallel to our original horizontal line until it meets our makeshift ellipse. We can then trim, or those on paper, carefully erase or darken our main outline. In this case, I will trim the unnecessary part of the circle. Then Our final part of faking our measurements to construct this wrench would require us to construct a 38mm circle, and again drag it until it looks as though it touches both the horizontal line and our makeshift ellipse. And we do the same for the other side. So make sure you get it as close to the line and our ellipse as possible. That should do it. And then we can adjust it carefully. Next, all we do is trim, or for those on paper, you darken the outline, or the main outline. In this case, I will trim the unnecessary curves and line. Of course, though, since this is a fake measurement, I will have to connect the center of the circle to the edge of it, and then trim. Sorry, forgot this part. And there you have it. When you do that, you're pretty much done. It's a bit unfortunate that we had to use some fake measurements there, but that is basically how you construct your ellipse and the outline in general of your wrench. So I hope this has helped those who have been dumbfounded like myself sometimes. Of course, though, it would be very great if you have accurate measurements on your diagram. If so, then using the blending of arcs method should be quite easy for you to construct your two curves right here and here. And also, I believe there should have been a total length for this imaginary line here, from this point here to this point, so you would know exactly where to get your two arcs for your R32, where to get the center of the circle, sorry, for the R32 and R38 circles. So I hope this has helped, and good luck to those who watch this video. So thanks for watching, and ciao for now.